Hello and welcome to Royal Vibes. Prince Harry has been accused of using his ongoing security concerns as emotional blackmail following the tragic death of his mother Diana, Princess of Wales, by the journalist who broke the news of the fatal car crash. So guys, before we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Prince Harry is embroiled in an ongoing security role with the Home Office and the Metropolitan Police. When he and his wife Meghan Markle stepped down from their positions as senior working royals, they lost their taxpayer-funded police protective security. The Duke of Sussex has offered to pay for Met services, but his request was denied. Harry challenged the decision, and in July, it was agreed the case will proceed to judicial review. The prince has previously said he does not feel safe bringing his family to the UK without police protection. In January, when news of Harry's security concerns came to light, the prince's legal spokesperson released a statement explaining the situation, saying that the UK will always be Prince Harry's home and a country he wants his wife and his children to be safe in. With the lack of police protection comes too great a personal risk. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex personally fund a private security team for their family, yet that security cannot replicate the necessary police protection needed while in the UK. In the absence of such protection, Prince Harry and his family are unable to return to his home. When Harry and Meghan returned for the Platinum Jubilee celebrations in the month of June, they were provided with high-level police security. Now, a long-time journalist has claimed the prince uses the security card as emotional blackmail because of what happened to his mother in the summer of 1997. Mike Parry, the journalist who confirmed the news of Diana, Princess of Wales' shocking death to the world, spoke to ToryForDaily.com's Kinsey Schofield about the 25th anniversary of the princess's death, touching on how many security personnel would accompany the royal on overseas trips. Speaking on an episode of her podcast this week, Ms. Schofield asked the broadcaster whether he thought the heavy security presence has impacted Harry's desire for heightened security when visiting the UK. Mr. Parry said, "I think Harry has had to deal with mental turmoil all his life. From the moment he was pictured walking behind his mother's coffin, what kind of effect would that have on a little boy as he was dead? And I'm sure that mental turmoil was, tormented him all his life, but remember, William was there as well. William seems to have handled it better than in terms of growing up into an adult man with responsibilities and having to put the past behind him, live in the present and look to the future with Harry, which Harry has struggled to do. I have to say, I think Harry sometimes uses a security card really as a manipulative pawn on the chessboard. I think there is a little bit of emotional blackmail there because of what happened to his mother. There are still a lot of people on this earth who believe Diana, Princess of Wales, was wounded to her death by the paparazzi, and it was the pressure of her fame that led to her ultimate demise. Harry has previously pointed the blame at paparazzi who followed Diana's car into the Amal tunnel in Paris on the night of her tragic car crash. Speaking in the BBC documentary Diana's 7 Days, the Duke alleged the photographers who pursued the car took pictures of his mother as she lay dying. He said, "One of the hardest things to come to terms with is the people who chased her into the tunnel were the same people who were taking photographs of her while, she was still dying on the backseat of that car. And William, and I know that, we have been told that numerous times by people that know that was the case. She would be quite a severe head injury, but, she was very much alive on the back seat. And those people that caused the accident, instead of helping, were taking photographs of her dying on the backseat, and then those photographs made her way back to news desk in the country." More recently, Harry revealed he had fears of history repeating itself when it came to the media treatment of Meghan. In his Apple TV Plus documentaries, The Me You Can See, which he co-created with Oprah Winfrey, Harry opened up on the similarities between his childhood with his mother and his relationship with Meghan Markle. He said, "We get followed, photographed, chased, harassed. The clicking of cameras and the flashes of the cameras makes my blood boil. It makes me angry and takes me back to what happened to my mom and what I expressed as a kid. Not just traditional media, but also social media platforms as well. I felt completely helpless. When he noticed how history was repeating itself, Harry said he was determined not to let another woman in his life get mistreated. He said, "Do I have any regrets? Yeah, I do. My biggest regret is not making more of a stance earlier on in my relationship with my wife and calling out the racism when I did. History was repeating itself. My mother was chased to her death while she was in a relationship with someone that wasn't white, and now look what's happened. Diana was traveling with her partner, Dodi Al-Fayed, at the time of her death. The couple was in Paris when they were involved in the tragic car crash. Diana, Dodi, and their driver, Henry Paul, all died from injuries sustained in the crash, while the princess bodyguard Trevor Reese Jones survived. Henry Paul, who was under the influence of alcohol and prescription drugs, lost control of black Mercedes at a high speed and subsequently collided with pillar in the Alma Tunnel. Two police investigations, one in 1999 and the other in 2008, concluded the crash was an accident, which the responsibility being placed on the driver. The initial French investigation found that Mr. Paul was solely responsible for the crash, while the British inquiry 9 years later found that collision was the result of Mr. Paul's negligent driving and the pursuing paparazzi vehicles. There was no evidence to suggest the paparazzi were chasing the princess with the intent to kill her. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.